Okay, so this is how I thread my serger. You guys, this is a baby lock serger. It's a serger. Anyway, you pull this part down, this part down. It kind of tells you right here on it, like what to do. That's not how I learned. I learned by someone showing me, so this is the way that I do it. So we're doing navy blue color. So I just put one spoon of thread right here, and I put it in between this little whatever this is. I don't know. And then I put the second thread right here, and I put it in between this area, like right here, in between. The third, same thing. The reason why we're using different thread right now is because we don't have all the same thread. But you won't be able to tell the difference. So I'm cutting this just because it's super long. The fourth, same way. Okay, now first the L is for lower. That's the lower needle that is right here. The U is for upper. That's the upper needle right here. And most sergers, you have to thread all of them. All four of them have to be thread. But because this is the air thread and it threads itself, we eliminate all of that. So right here is like a little pipeline to where the thread, once it goes in this hole and that hole, it shoots through and comes out. Well, in order to do that, the first thing you got to do after you do this, turn it to the lower, hold this button, roll this down until that clamp, to that click. Once it's clicked, you see the tubes. The tubes will be right here. I don't know if you can see the tubes, but the tubes will show that they close. The only way that it's gonna go through is if they close. So we're gonna take the first one. We're gonna take the first one. We're gonna put it back here, and we're gonna bring it down. We're gonna take the second one. We're gonna put it back here, through right here, and we're gonna bring it down. Now, like we're gonna start with the lower, so it's already tilted over to the L. We're gonna pull the string out to where it's enough, and we're just gonna feed it in the hole directly above the L, just a little bit. Well, not just a little bit, but enough. But you don't want to you want to make sure that the thread isn't caught on anything, because once you pull this latch down, it's gonna shoot through. So I'll show you right now. So I'm feeding it, and then I'm going to push it down. You see it shoot through right here?
Okay.
So always put your threads back here, behind this little silver foot. Always, all your threads. Stay back there at all times. Now I'll push it over to the U. Cut the string a little bit. Feed it just a little bit. Ooh. And sometimes if it does not have, like if it's not feeding in, you could just cut the string. I don't know if this is the way that I learned. I'm sure it's so many other ways you can do this. So don't hold me accountable like, oh, this is the only way to do it. That's not right. All of that stuff. Honey, this is the way that I learned. As long as this little machine get threaded, that's all I care about. I'm just being honest. So look, I push it in. Oh, wrong thing. Sorry. Whoa. So I pressed it in. So it shot through and it went through this one. So I'm going to pull it back behind this silver thing as well. I'm going to pull it back behind the silver foot. Now after these first two, you move this over, because now we don't need these two no more. So you move it over and you can see the thread through there. We put it behind here. We bring it right here. So you guys, there's some metal little things up underneath here. So I'm latching it to this one. I'm putting it around this right here. I'm putting it up, over, down, up underneath this little silver part. This says right and left. This is the right needle, the left needle. So you push it to the right when you feed in the right. So we're working with the right first. Which I know this sounds like it's a whole bunch. It really ain't a whole bunch. The more you do it like a few times, like it will literally be super easy. So I'm pulling it through the needle, through the right needle. and I'm putting it up underneath this foot. Remember I told you all the threads goes up underneath this foot. This one is the last one, the fourth one. It goes directly up underneath this silver part, behind this one, up, push it to the left, put it right behind the same way that you did with the right, and push it through. Push it through. Once you push it through, pull it behind the silver part again. When you pull it behind the silver part, you should have 4 strings right here. You put them together and you do not let them go short. If they go short, it'll go back in here and you have to rethread it again. You close it right here, and it's a part in the back. It's like a foot in the back. I don't know if you can see it, but right here. You push it down. Once all 4 of them is up underneath there, and then you just hit on the pedal. And it's threaded. Always keep it long, don't keep it short, because if it goes back in there, you have to rethread everything. And that's how you thread a serger.